Come on, let's go so mommy can show you. You had a question. So her question was, Mom, what are you out in the garden doing all day like that? You have to go in the garden every morning. They just don't understand when you're a gardener. So let me show her what this entails. And I have been trying to take her more and more in the garden with me when she's available and encouraging her to be out here so she can see what it takes and how consistent you need to be in the garden when you want to grow your own food and when you want success and the most out of the work you put in here. Do you see there? Do you see those weeds that I pulled right there? So I pulled it and I just dumped it there. So I'm in here pulling weeds. I'm in here. See this vine here? Yesterday I trimmed this back. I pruned it and you can see the huge piece that I put right there together with some other weeds. And that's because the vine here is looking, let me show you. So there's something called vine borers, and this is, let me show you. See this material here? It's eating out the inside of the vine. So you have to come in and actually make sure you pay attention to all this stuff. So what I did was take off the excess. This is a sucker here. So I took it off the main vine and I sprayed this with a solution of water and vinegar mix, and I just left the main vine here, but I'm paying attention to it. I'm going to add some chicken compost to it, but I want to make sure that this squash here gets the best nutrition from the vine, and parts of the vine are attached to the soil, so I just leave it right there on the soil, and at some point I'm just going to add some chicken compost. So this is why I have to come out here every day. Now I also have to come out and reroute the vines. You see all the vining plants? I have to reroute it. I have to make trellises. I did this one right here this morning. I did this other one here this morning, and I rerouted these because the cucumbers are growing on there, and the cucumbers were having a hard time with these insects and bugs. See, look at this. So you have to come out here every day and pay attention to that. I also added some compost to this bed to feed it. That's natural fertilizer. And this over here, all these leaves, I pruned it off the vine because they're all diseased. See that? So you have to actually come out here every day, every single day. I also rerouted these vines right here. I put this trellis up, and I also have this beautiful cucumber vine that's putting out so much cucumber on it, and I just trellised it on this wire here. It's temporary. I just leaned it up against the fence, but look at all the flowers on it. So we can get maximum production from this vine because there's so much flowers. It'll be easier for the pollinators to access it because it's right here up on the trellis. And the likelihood of the vine being bug infested is lowered because it's up off the ground onto the trellis. So it'll have a better chance at producing more. So this is pretty much it. And other than that, I just come out and I clean up and I do my surveillance in the garden, making sure, see, I have to trellis this one also because this cucumber here is running. We have cucumbers and flowers on it. So this is what I come out here and do every day. And then when you see me bringing all the berries and all that stuff in the kitchen from the garden, then yeah, that's what I'm doing. I gotta harvest this kale. You know, just making sure that everything is peachy out here. So there's always stuff to be done. And besides, I just like, you know, the space in the garden, sitting in the garden, listening to the birds, watching the pollinators and the flowers. I enjoy this space. So this is just my happy place, and while it's warm out, I just want to make the most of it and enjoy the garden. So this is why I come out here every day, because it's a happy place for me. What do you think? So how you feel about being in the garden, Haley?
Feels nice.
Yeah.
A new environment from being inside all the time.
Right, yeah, nature is fun. Do you hear that? I enjoy that sound. It's a beetle. I enjoy watching the butterflies, just watching the plants, seeing the leaves swaying in the wind, the branches, the squirrels, all this stuff. So it's just a fun place to be while we can be out here because you know it's going to get cold real quick. So yeah, and besides, I get to grow most of our food that we eat and I can give you healthier meals, right? There you go. Thanks for watching, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Sometimes you have to teach your kids, you have to explain to them because they do have questions too. So take the time out and answer their questions. As simple as that. What you gotta say? She just froze up. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace, love, and blessings. Keep growing your food.